Hello everyone, welcome back to Sew What If I Sew, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jess, this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. And it has been quite a month. I haven't really been on here because you've had the endometriosis interviews instead, and it's been So Yellow for Endo, which it's a really important month in my calendar, but also if I forget to pre-record stuff at YouTube, I don't have capacity to post anything because I am around messaging and making and sharing people's stories and raising money, and honestly it's my favourite month in the world, but busy doesn't describe it. I have to also say right now, thank you so much to all of you who've taken part. We will be doing the prize draw next week. I'm hoping to get this up today as I film it because why not? And it would be nice to share with you my plans for April before we actually get into April. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through some of the fabulous fabrics I've bought. I'm looking down at them. A couple I've been given as well. I'm going to give you an update on my own sewing, what the plan is. I have a nice little list here. And also sort of maybe a slightly different focus, or how I'm getting on with my slightly different focus. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. I have got a couple of things coming up. One of the big ones that I want to sew for is my honeymoon. We are going away, I won't tell you when, but in the next couple of months we are going away for a few weeks, and I want a beautiful honeymoon wardrobe. We are going island hopping, we're hopping around Greece, so I want clothes that are lightweight, that dry easily if I have to wash them in a sink, that kind of go with everything else, and that are bright and fun and practical, because we are going to be actually doing stuff. So the first couple of makes, sorry if you noticed me rubbing my neck, by the way, I slept really weirdly last night and one side of my neck is just sort of throbbing, which is a fun new thing we're doing, but you know, you do you, neck, and we'll do some yoga later. So a couple of things for the honeymoon, and it's a slightly different direction for me. I'm really trying to do practical sewing. I'm really trying to make stuff I can wear on honeymoon, but I can wear in the rest of my life as well. I can wear in the summer in the UK, I can dress up and wear in the winter. So I'm really trying to be quite practical about this. So I've chosen a couple of fabrics and I'd love to know what you think. So I have a little stack of fabrics for you. So you may notice there is a kind of colour theme. We're going bright reds, we're going blues, we're going lovely sort of patterns and abstract and pretty. That's the plan. So this one I'm going to talk about in a second because that's not for me. So first things first, I want trousers, I want skirts, I want comfy stuff, and I want cords. That's a big thing for me. So as you will know, this year I have the Saturday set. Do I have the Saturday set? Yes, I do. The Saturday set on my Make 9, which if you haven't seen it before, I'll put on screen now. I'll pop it over there. It is a little shirt and a slip dress. And I thought, linen, really pretty. A little linen shirt in this would probably be a great cover up for me, but also a skirt in this would probably be lovely. I don't know, the only thing I'm wondering about is whether to do the top of the Saturday skirt and trousers in this instead, because I might get more use out of like slouchy trousers than I would a skirt, like in the UK as well as on honeymoon. So I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Do I make a full Saturday set, or do I make the shirt from the Saturday set in this stunning linen, and then make some trousers, like some sort of slouchy pajama trousers type vibe in this as well? So first thing I want you to tell me in the comments. Just a word on where this is from. So this is a stunning linen. It looks very red on camera, but it's actually more of a sort of coral, which is a favourite colour of mine. I love coral, I think it's gorgeous. It is a true linen. It's really soft, it's such good quality, and it is from, I'm gonna get this right, Fabric Textiles Central. They are a shop in Walthamstow, and the lovely Rosa from Luperia Sews organised a little sewist trip in London, and a few of us went to Walthamstow Market, and we went to a couple of the different fabric shops. So a few of the things I'm going to show you are from there. But I saw this almost immediately we went in, got 2 meters of it, and just knew, no matter what, I love this colour, it goes quite nicely with my hair, and that it would really work for honeymoon, and it would really work for everything, I don't know, just for the life I have as well, and the types of things I do in the summer. I want to be practical. I've got some great shorts that I've made over the years, but I am still missing fun summery trousers, so I'm hoping this will form part of that. Now the reason I'm not too sure about a skirt or trousers with this is because I have this fabric. that's definitely going to be trousers. How fabulous is this? So this is a So Me Sunshine exclusive fabric, and they did gift this to me with no obligation to post, make, take as long as I want, whatever. But I mean, it's stunning. Look how beautiful that is. It's sort of tile patterned. It's beautiful and blue and gorgeous, and as you can probably guess, I immediately went to, oh my god, honeymoon, yes, because it's just stunning. But my plan is definitely making trousers with this. Absolutely, definitely, 100%. It's a viscose. It's so soft and drapey and fluid and lovely. Hold it up there so you can sort of see it a bit better. And I just think trousers in this, black strappy top, sandals, really cute. Trousers, swimwear, so if I just want to slip it over to go to the bar or something, I can do that. Or like a big white shirt in this if I'm sunburned, which hopefully I won't be, but I am British, so, you know, there's a good chance. And then my other plan was to make a little crop top with it as well. I think Tammy Handmade has one. I think she does. Or I'm just going to steal the top off the Friday Pattern Company Saltwater like I did last time and make another bandeau top, because that worked really well. But yeah, it's so beautiful and so silky and gorgeous. You can get yourself some from So Me Sunshine. It is exclusive to them, so you won't see it anywhere else. So, trousers I'm going to use are the NH Patterns Sienna, which again are on my Make 9, and I bought them last week, so that I definitely have them, and I'm going to get them printed from CLC Prints because they're super speedy. Again, I'll pop them on screen if you haven't seen them before. They will be here. And they're just basically like a pyjama style trouser. Like, they're floaty, but they're like, I bought a black pair from H&M last summer, and I basically have worn them almost 2 to 3 times a week since I bought them like 6 months ago. So I figured a couple more pairs of that style in my wardrobe, but made by me, would be really positive. Now, here's the slight wild card I hadn't thought about before yesterday, and would you believe it, I bought the pattern and the fabric at the same time, which I almost never do. So, first of all, let's talk about the pattern. The True Bias Mave. Look how beautiful it is. Also, please forgive my nails, they're a state. It is a tiered skirt. We've got a single tier, double tier or triple tier. I'm going triple tier. But I'm going to use the fabric allowance from the midi tier because I'm still not over the fabric from the Brin. I'm still annoyed about that. So I decided to use the 2 meters it says for the midi skirt to make the maxi, and I'm sure that'll be fine. And the fabric I've chosen to make it in is another So Me Sunshine, but I bought it at the So Yellow Party because it's beautiful. And that is this one here. It's another of their exclusive designs. Again, it's a viscose. It's covered in like toucans and amphoras, and just think how beautiful that's going to be as a big floaty skirt. And again, with a shirt, it will look gorgeous. With a black strappy top, it's going to look really nice. Like, it's dress up, dress down. I could wear it with a bandeau and just sort of breeze about. As lovely Verity from Verity's Hobbies, I think is her Instagram, she came to the So Yellow Party. She's lovely. She said you can really swish in this. I was like, oh my god, I absolutely can. So this is the plan. I might actually sew this up this afternoon. I'll get this in the pre-wash first because this fabric's too beautiful to risk shrinking it. So maybe I'll stick that in the pre-wash now with the other one and the red, because they're all done, you know, and it'll be fine. They'll, you know, none of them are going to dye each other. And then I've got 3 fabrics to start sewing with for honeymoon. But I'm so excited about this. Like, it's so rare for me to buy a pattern and fabric at the same time. And actually, I'm really proud of myself because at the So Yellow Party, I bought 3 fabrics and I have a plan for all of them, which I think is pretty good. Like, I'm really chuffed with that. Not only do I have, like, it's not like a vague plan. I know exactly what I'm doing with all of them, which feels great. So yeah, this is going to happen. It might even happen today. If you would like a pattern review of the Mave, let me know. I will happily do a little review. I won't do a sew along because it's a 3-tiered gathered skirt with a channel. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of excellent sew-alongs for this already. But yeah, I'll happily do a pattern review. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see one. Now, another honeymoon fabric. And I'm so jealous that I've bought this and it's not for me. But we can't both have it because matching outfits would be insane. This is, I think it's a viscose, but it might be like a viscose sateen. I don't know. Anyway, it's the softest fabric I have ever touched in my entire life. It is from So Me Sunshine, and it is covered in incredibly bright tigers. This is honestly, I am obsessed with this fabric. It is so beautiful. It was not cheap, but I think it's worth it. And I'm also delighted to say that this is for Adam. Adam's getting another mad shirt for our honeymoon. He loves his parrot shirt so much, and I held this up against him, and everyone at the party was like, oh, he really suits that fabric. He does. So he's getting another men's shirt out of this. It's a McCall's pattern I use for his short sleeve shirts. Fits him perfectly. The last one's quite structured because it's cotton poplin, the last one, so it's quite like properly structured. This is so drapey and flowy. It's going to make much more of a casual Hawaiian shirt vibe that he can wear with chinos or with his swimwear and just throw it on if he's feeling too warm or too much sun. But it's so beautiful, and I'm so excited to get to sew him something fabulous. Now, I really wanted some of this for myself to make a massive dressing gown, like a proper big robe, but I already have 3 dressing gowns, and I just know, hey, I can probably borrow this when Adam wears it, like it's probably going to be fine. But also, like, I just think it's going to look amazing on him, and I want to sew with it, but I don't necessarily think it's my colours either. I think it will look better on him than it will on me. So I'm very excited about that. I cannot remember what pattern I use, but I will link it in the comments below, whatever men's shirt pattern I use. I haven't used it in 2 years, 3 years, 2 years? 2 years. I used it when we got engaged. So yeah, 2023 was the last time I made it. So I know it's in this room, but I'll find it after this and let you know what I'm going to sew. So that's kind of my April pre-honeymoon sewing plans. That's what I'm thinking. But I also bought 2 other fabrics and, actually 3 other fabrics. And I don't necessarily have let's do the one I definitely have plans for, and then we can go to the others. I bought one other fabric at Sew Me Sunshine at the insistence of Sequin Girly, and she is correct. This is beautiful. It is so gorgeous. It is a shirting fabric. It's got these amazing flowers embroidered on it. It's so beautiful. And I'm already excited to get sewing with it. And what I'm going to make is another Size Me Sewing Siren shirt, because the one I made for the Sew Yellow party, which I will put on screen now, is absolutely stunning. I love it. I got so many compliments on it. I feel great in it. I feel comfortable. And how cool would it look in this? Like, how cool would that look? And I could wear it with jeans. If I make trousers in the other linen fabric, I could wear that together. I could wear it with like pretty much everything I own. So I'm already really excited about this, and I know how to make the Siren shirt backwards and in my sleep. So that's going to be a lovely palette cleanser. And honestly, I might cut that out and just make it up next week. Like, I did the Siren in like 2 days, and that was only because the broderie anglaise is awkward to do buttons in, so I made the shirt. And then I spent a couple of days going, I don't want to do buttons and figure out them in broderie anglaise, and it actually worked fine. But I was definitely like, I don't want to do it. So I reckon I could get this done in an afternoon. But again, stunning. I know this feels like a Sew Me Sunshine ad, but it's not. One of the fabrics is gifted, but they very kindly host the Sew Yellow party. And while you're there, you get a 15% discount on fabrics. So I availed myself of that discount as I wasn't going to the Stitch Festival. So, you know, why not? I feel like I deserve it. So, final 2 fabrics I want to talk about. This one from Stitch and Ink is like I think it's a viscose challis. It's like textured. Maybe it's a crepe actually. And it's kind of standard thing that I like. It is white, black, abstract. It's beautiful. It's got a nice weight to it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I really like it. I think it's pretty. I don't know if I can wear it all over. Like, if I put it there, I feel like that's a lot as a dress. So maybe a skirt, or maybe trousers, or maybe something like that. I don't know if as a top it necessarily suits me, but I think it's the kind of thing I could wear a black top with and trousers or skirt or something. But let me know in the comments. I would love to know what you think I should do with this, because I bought it because it's probably my only impulse purchase. Everything else has a plan. Actually, there's one other impulse purchase, but it was so cheap I couldn't not. But yeah, I don't know, I bought it. I think it's brilliant. I love the texture. I love it. I'm just not sure what I want to do with it. I think if I use it for trousers, I'm going to have to line it. because I think in the sun it'll end up being pretty translucent. So yeah, please let me know in the comments, what shall I do with this beautiful fabric? I have maybe 1.5 meters. Let's have a look, see what I've got. Oh no, I've got 2 meters. Okay, yes, I have 2 meters. Let me know. You guys are the best pattern repository in the world, and I really appreciate your thoughts on what I should make. It's really helpful. Now, I may have bought a silly fabric, and I'm really, really excited about it. So please be nice to me. And it was only £5 for 2 meters, so I couldn't not. We are going to a range of weddings this year, and I think this fabric is the coolest fabric in the world. Like, look how beautiful that is. It like drapes, it's like wet look, it's like greeny gold. It's so beautiful, and like, it's just, oh my god, it's so pretty. I've got 2 meters of it, and I was going to make, there's a Vicky So's dress that's sort of a slip dress-ish, and it's very low at the back, it's very beautiful. I think it's going to have to be something drapey, because look how amazing that looks draped. It looks so pretty, and the light in here isn't fantastic today, but it looked so beautiful in the sunshine. And I feel like maybe this would be cool to wear to a wedding. Like, obviously not, the 2 weddings I'm going to, one of them the bridesmaids are wearing burgundy, so I'm fine, and the other one only has 1 bridesmaid, and I think it's going to be a lot more chill. So I could make something really, really beautiful, but I feel like I don't have a good knowledge at the moment of occasion wear patterns. I feel like I use the same 3 or 4. So if anyone's got any ideas of occasion wear patterns you think would look amazing in this. I feel like there's a Melody Loth one that has a really high neck and goes down like that, but I don't know if it would work in the fabric this light. But then I suppose I can line it, you know, it's like I can line, well, I'll have to line it, I can see you through it. I'll have to line it anyway. But even then, lining it will give it a little bit more structure and make it easy to work with, so it's probably a good idea. But it's just really beautiful. It's my silly purchase, and it was £2.50 a metre at a shop in Walthamstow that I don't remember the name of. It was one of those sort of fabric cave shops where there's just everything stacked everywhere, and it's really, really cheap, but you obviously have to rummage a bit. And I was so surprised. I just saw this leaning against the window, and I just thought, oh, it's so pretty. It's really soft, it's really floaty, it's really fun. So yeah, that's my silly purchase. So what else is coming up from me? We are coming to the end of So Yellow for Endo now. The prize draw will be next week. We'll have our last interview next week. First week of April, I'm aiming to give you my blouses for people who don't like blouses video. You may have noticed there's a blouse on the mannequin at the moment. The sleeves are pinned on so I don't lose them. And the only reason we've stalled out here is I don't have any buttons at the moment, so I'm going to borrow some from Sam. But this is sewing up really, really beautifully. This is the chemise Gordano from Galad Couture, and I'm hoping this will make it into the video. But it's been really, really good so far. It's been very easy to sew, and I'm really, really looking forward to having this in the wardrobe. Actually, it's going to be really fun. So that's coming. I've got a couple of other blouses as well I want to try for that video, so stay tuned. But blouses for people who don't like blouses is coming. I'm going to do probably some other pattern spotlights. I'll do a pattern review of the Mave if you want me to. Also, I have started sewing my amazing Jacquard Bomber Jacket, so that is coming. I'm just waiting for some wadding in the post, and then I can keep doing that. But do you want a video on that? Do you want like a making of video? I don't know if I'm up to a sew along, but I suppose it could be a sew along, because as you know, my sew alongs are not tutorials, they're the way I'm doing it. But if you want to sew along, if you want a making of video for my upcoming Jacquard Bomber Jacket, let me know and I will happily film one for you as well. And then yeah, it's going to be a busy time. I always knew 2025 would be front loaded. And by that I mean I always knew the first quarter of the year would be absolutely insane. And then it would get progressively better as the year goes on. So we're still recording season 3 of the pod. I have my upgrade on the 1st of May, so 40,000 words of my PhD. I've started data collection as well, which runs till January 2026, so pray for me if you're that way inclined. It's also been a busy personal time. As you know, we lost my grandma earlier this year. We've had some other stuff going on, and it's just been quite a start of the year. Like, it's just been a lot. So I'm really looking forward to some cozy summer sewing, the kind of stuff I can whip up in a couple of days, and I actually feel like sewing. I really haven't felt like sewing for the last couple of months because it's just been too busy and hard to like create creative space, if that makes sense, or make space for creativity in my life. But I'm starting to feel a lot more creative, a lot more like, oh, I could just sew that quickly. So hopefully that is good news for you and you're excited, not like, oh god, this again. But I also just want to say thank you so much to all of you for watching, for commenting, for sharing your thoughts. I really do value my lovely community on here. You are all brilliant sewists, and I really, really enjoy your comments, your thoughts, your messages. So thank you so much for that. So let's get sewing some different stuff, and let me know in the comments. So do you want a pattern review of the Mave? Do you want a sew along making of video for the bomber jacket? And what do you think I should do with that white fabric? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.